Obviously, a disappointing Thursday night outcome. There were some good things in the game. Obviously, I thought our entire team handled the short week well, as far as preparation and getting ready for the ball game. I thought it was a testament to our team and our coaches for getting our team, back after a Saturday night game to get ready and have a couple days short on practice to get prepared for the game. I felt like our defensive staff and players especially did a nice job of executing a plan and giving us a chance to win. Again, I think our biggest concerns are just consistency throughout our football team, whether it be, one half our offense plays well and our defense doesn't play well, and then one game our defense plays well and we can't get anything going on offense, and we don't kick the ball well on Thursday night. So, we've got to go back to the drawing board and fix some things. Obviously, we've got to find a way to generate more offense for us to have a chance. I think that's important for us to do. And we got to continue to get better this week defensively, because we got another challenge with a very talented quarterback with very good skill players. Derek Gore is one of the better running backs in our league. I think the quarterback, Caleb Evans, is one of the best quarterbacks in our league. So we're going to have a challenge. Marcus Spears is one of our better receivers in our league. So we've got to find a way to come back and find a way to get prepared this week. We should be fairly healthy this week, so got to get back to work. We'll go out and practice tonight. Since it's raining right now, we'll go out and practice tonight and be prepared to start on our game plan for Monroe.
Coach, I know it wasn't a full bye week, the game on Thursday, but what does it mean to your team to have the extra few days in your pocket to get ready for this upcoming Saturday?
Well, usually this time of year, you're usually trying to use those days to get back healthy. So that's basically what we were able to do is try to get ourselves, back healthy, and you play, I think it was 12, 13 days, you play 2 games in that amount of time. You need the time to kind of get off your feet. You don't want to go out and do too much extra. So Friday and Saturday, our players are off other than treatment and trying to get ready, and we kind of started back our game week last night like we normally do.
What do you think is the problem there? Did you see those problems early coming early in the season?
I just think inconsistency up front more than anything else. We have to be consistent on blocking in the run game and protecting in the pass game, and we're not doing that on a consistent basis right now. One that can be physical in the run game and explosive in the pass game.
Going up against Evans is in the dream. How do you expect, or what have you seen the growth in the secondary to be able to face a challenge like this week?
We'll find out. More than anything else, we saw an offense this past week that threw 12 passes. We'll find out whether or not we've grown up. That'll be the big challenge this week. And this team runs the ball well too, so it's not like it's just going to be a throw fest. It'll be can you stop a talented running back, and can you stop some talented skill guys?
Coach, Keenan Brown on Thursday got a couple of runs. How important is that to an offense to have that kind of jack of all trades, kind of tight end and block, run routes and catch, and then you even give him the ball?
I think it's important right now trying to find guys that can make plays for us offensively, and you know, obviously we've asked him to do a lot, and he's accepted the challenge really well. And, you know, we just need some other guys to step up and be as consistent and be as explosive as he has. We have them. We just haven't, you know, guys haven't done it yet. And we need those guys to step up and be, you know, add more to the offense. I think Jeremiah Haydell, we're starting to, you know, find a way to get him the ball more. But we've got to do better in our run game. And some of our other receivers have to be more consistent also. Who was that? Okay. I think they play hard. I think they, you know, they're an aggressive defense. You know, like any other thing, you're playing some talented offenses in this league, and you know, they've had, you know, maybe some problems in the past game, but they're an aggressive team, and I think they play to their style of defense. I think that's what they are, and that's what they're going to do, and we've got to find a way to exploit some of those mishaps that they have in their secondary and in their run fits.
Coach, you mentioned consistency. Could you attribute that to you?
Not really. Not really. You know, again, we can sit here and keep talking about being young. We're young, but there's a lot of young teams. You know, there's a lot of young teams. So, you know, what I contribute to is just focus and concentration on job description and doing what you're asked to do and what your job description is as a member of our football team. And that's accountability more than anything else, you know. He has been. Brett has not been calling plays, no. He might start. It's been a steady member of our team since the day we got here. He's had some injuries that have slowed him down a little bit, but he's a smart football player and a guy that's done a really good job of doing what we've asked him to do. He's played corner here. You know, really when we signed Jashawn, I thought eventually he might end up being a safety for us, and a guy back there that can kind of be the quarterback in their back end. So I think he's growing into that role each week. You know, he's obviously got some things to continue to grow on as a safety, but I like what he's doing back there.
Struggles with the kicking game. What do you attribute those to?
Just missed assignments and not lack of focus. I mean, they're not schematic at all. You know, there are things that, you know, to be honest with you, I don't know why. They're lack of focus things. So, you know, we got to catch the ball as a punt returner. You know, all you got to do is wave fair catch it. You got all right to catch it. I did get off to Steve Shaw, and we were, you know, off the phone, and, you know, what I thought was what I thought. So probably cost us 25 yards in field position and a timeout to have late in that game, which, you know, you'd like to have a timeout in that last drive. So we got to get better in the kicking game. I got off the subject there, but we got to get better in the kicking game. Sure. No, we'll do what we normally do when we travel on the road, and shouldn't be anything any different.
Coach Jeremiah Haydell.
Haydell.
As country coaching passes these past 2 weeks, how has he grown as a player going into sophomore season?
I think Jeremiah is one of those talented skill guys that is starting to get better with each opportunity. You know, we just have to find more opportunity and touches for him. He works extremely hard. He's a sharp kid. He's a physical kid in the run game. He'll block and on the perimeter. So it's our job to get him more opportunities at the ball. But he's made the best of his opportunities this year so far. We just got to give him more opportunities.
Coach, one thing that we've talked about since the Bobcats joined the Sun Belt is creating rivalries.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, the Raging Cajuns name pops up, but
Mm-hmm.
there's more of a history with ULM, formerly Northeast Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Viatar, he recruits in Texas. We know Coach Napier, he recruits in Texas, and the Bobcats are trying to get into Louisiana. Does that add anything to this week at all, even in the back of your mind?
Well, you just named the two teams that we probably recruit against the most in our league. Would be Monroe and Lafayette. You know, if we go against anybody in our league, those are the two teams that come into Texas to recruit, especially Houston, Dallas areas, and then we go into Louisiana also in some of their areas. And yeah, I mean, you know, once you have that, and I think that's I think the three schools, I think that's a pretty good, there's a pretty good chance to have a good rivalry with those three schools because we're not that far from each other, and we recruit a lot of the same type kids.
When going into this week, the defense had a step up improvement. How do you ensure that they continue improving, and how do you ensure that they maintain that consistency from here on out?
Well, I think the one thing you have to do is show, you know, and we did this a little bit yesterday, was, you know, okay, here it is. You guys were locked in and focused on what you had to do in job description, and you worked extremely hard in practice. How do we build on that, and how do we enhance that, make that better? I think each individual, coaches including myself, have to, you know, put last week behind because that's a totally different offense. Okay, now we're playing a spread offense that can throw it and run it. So, you know, now there's a new challenge, and you have to be able to accept new challenges. And hopefully we're a little bit more mature on that side of the ball. I think our guys last week were embarrassed about how they played against Lafayette. And I think the pride factor came into play with our defensive kids. That a lot of those guys have played a lot of snaps. So hopefully that'll continue. Hopefully there won't be any complacency. Hopefully we'll continue and want to get better because we need to.